guys, it's me Lauren, and today I'm doing a video on, excuse that whole mess back there, my room's kind of dirty, but I really wanted to make a video, so I'm filming. But yeah, today I'm making a video on how to put a bridle back together. So I really hope you guys like this video. I haven't decided if I'm going to put it in my getting ready for a show series or not. Just because I personally like to take apart my bridles to make sure I get them super clean, because you have to like clean your tack before a hunter show. And so I'm thinking I may just put this with that, because if you're taking apart a bridle, you want to know how to put it back together. So yeah, I guess we can just get started. So the only thing you're going to need is a bridle that you have already taken apart. As you can, sorry, I accidentally pressed a button and my camera shut off. But as you can see, you just need a bridle that is taken apart in all the pieces. And obviously you need a bridle that's taken apart to put it back together. So let's just get started. So the first thing that I like to do is to take the crown piece, and you also kind of have to know which pieces go where. One trick that I always learned was to act like you're the horse and like put it on your head, I guess. I don't know. It looks and sounds really crazy, but it really helps. So you kind of have to pretend that you're the horse in this instant. So you want to look for the crown piece, which is the part that has the throat latch, and the other three straps should have buckles on them. So you're going to want to look for this piece right here. So this is the part that goes behind their ears, like right there, and then it goes under their throat and stuff. So the first thing that I like to do is put the brow band back on the crown piece. So you have to do this in kind of a specific way, because you can't slide, like when you put it back on, you can't slide it over the buckle, or at least I haven't ever been able to. I guess you could, but it's really hard to. So I just go with sliding it on the other side. So if there's like a certain up or down, if there's like a pattern or something on it, you need to make sure that you slide the right, let's think about this. You have to make sure you slide the right side on first if it makes a difference. Most bridles it doesn't, but you're going to want to take it and you're going to like slide it like it's the left side on. You're going to take it and slide it like it'd be the left side. You're going to slide that on, and then you're going to put that in place. And then it's going to look like this, and you just slide the other side right on. So then it looks like this, and now your brow band is attached to your crown piece. So the next thing that you want to do is to take your cavesson or the noseband piece. It has the noseband. It should have, like, here's the noseband part of it. It should have one really long piece and then a shorter piece with a buckle on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your brow band and your crown piece here, and you're going to put, what I like to do is to lay the noseband down on my lap, like what it would be like the right side, what it'd be like if it was attached. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this really long side, and you're going to slide it right. You want to make sure that you're doing this underneath the crown piece, but still in the loop for the brow band. So you're going to take it and you're going to slide it right through there, and make sure this is going to be underneath. So you want to make sure that it looks like that, because here's the front. Sorry, it's a little hard to see because this is brown and everything kind of shows up the same. But here's the front of it. You want to make sure that it looks just like that. So here's like the inside of the brow band. You want to make sure that it's on the underside. Here's a view like from the front. But you want to make sure that it's on the underside. And then you pull it through, and then you're going to loop it again on the inside of the crown piece, but through the brow band on the other side. And then you're just going to pull it through to where it makes kind of like a little loop, just like that. And then you're going to keep pulling it through. Oh gosh. Make sure to not remove your brow band or your crown piece whenever you're doing this. But you're going to keep pulling it through until your noseband is sort of in place. And then what you're going to do next is take putting a bridle back together, you really have to know the parts of a bridle. So make sure that you like sort of study it or really look at it before you take it apart, so that you can put it back together. So you're going to take the long piece that we just threaded. Next, you're going to take the long piece that we just threaded through the brow band, and you're going to take the buckle and you're going to buckle it. If it's like a new bridle and you haven't adjusted it to your horse, that's fine. But if you already have adjusted it, make sure you know what hole it's in, because it will definitely make a difference if you put it on a different hole, because the bit will be in a different place in the horse's mouth. So most of the time it'll make like a little imprint. I don't think you guys can see that, but it'll make like a little imprint where it was. And you want to just buckle that and then put the little tail through the keeper and the runner. If you don't know what those are, the keeper is the first little loop that doesn't move. It keeps it in place, so that's why we call it the keeper. And then the runner is the one that moves, and obviously it runs up and down, so you call it the runner. And then you will have something that looks sort of like this. Obviously it's not like super straight, but it's really easy to adjust. So you will have something like this, and it looks a lot like a bridle without a bit. But you have more pieces to put on. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take these little pieces. I don't know what they're called. They kind of like run along the jawbone, and it attaches to the bit. But again, I don't really know what it's called, so yeah. And also you have to be really careful to, this is really far ago, but whenever you're putting on the crown piece or the part that goes behind the ears, make sure that when you are like holding it up like you're the horse, make sure that your throat latch is on the right side. Like if I'm the horse, this is my right side. So I want to have the throat latch right there. Doesn't this look so cool? I think this could be like a new trend. Like we should all just wear bridles to school. Like why not? Actually, please don't do that. But you want to make sure that it's on the right side. And that's kind of the trick that I learned a long time ago, that I was saying, like, if you put the bridle on like you're the horse, it looks really stupid, but it will really help. It'll help you so much when putting back together your bridle. So the next piece that we want to do is these little pieces that run along their jawbone and stuff. And these are going to just hook right on to these little extra little flaps off the crown piece. So that was the wrong one. But these little ones right here that don't have anything on them, that is where you are going to put these on. And again, there should be either an indentation, or you should like know what hole each side is on before you do it, because this holds the bit and it will make a huge difference on the horse and if you don't put them back on the right one. So these are just buckles, so you just want to buckle them where it is. So it's just buckling and then putting it through the runner and the keeper. So you should end up with everything on except the reins and the bit. So this is kind of what you have. So the next part that I'm going to be putting on is putting on the bit itself. Now this is something that you have to be very, very careful about, because if you put the bit on wrong, then the horse will be extremely unhappy. You could hurt the horse by doing this. So you really want to make sure that you do it right. If you notice, on all English bits at least, they kind of grooves in and grooves out on each side. This is just a double jointed D-ring snaffle, I think that's what it is. But like I said, you can see that it kind of moves in, and then on this side, it kind of like bends out. So this is super, super important, because a trick that I learned to know if you're putting the bit on the right side is to face it, and then what you do is you pull it in towards you. If it makes a triangle, like on this one for example, since it's like a double jointed one, it makes it sort of like a triangle, and it's harder to tell on this bit, but you can tell the difference. So this is what it should look like if it's correct. And then this is what it looks like if it's incorrect. I don't know if you guys can really tell the difference, but on most bits that don't have like this middle piece, that aren't like the double jointed, what it'll do is it'll either go like this, or it will like close all the way. So on most bits, if you cannot touch the edge of the bit, if it's a double jointed, it's a little different. But if you cannot touch this end to this end, you're putting it on wrong. So that's just because my bit's like that, where if it's going on the right way, they will touch, and if it's going on the wrong way, they won't, and it'll stop. So you want to make sure that they can touch. If you have what's a double jointed, you just have to really, really look at these little arches and know which way it goes. So attaching the bit can sometimes be a little tricky because a lot of bridles have what are these, and let me see if I can get this to focus on it. Okay, it's got this little hook thing. Sorry, I don't want to be totally washed out, but this will be okay, and then you guys can see this. Sorry if you haven't been able to see it for the whole entire video. But it's got this little hook that looks like that, and it'll loop over like this. So you want to take your bit that you know is going the correct way, and you want to take your side and make sure, obviously, you're attaching it to the correct side, and you're going to take it and you're going to go wrap it into where the stitching is facing the outside. Whenever either the stitching, you can remember by either the stitching is facing outside or the hook is on the inside. Because it's not like it's going to hurt the horse or anything, because it'll be wrapped around leather and they won't feel it. So you want to make sure that the little hook is on the inside. And then what you are going to do, so you have it like this, the hook is going to be on the inside. You're going to slide this through to where it looks like that. It's not hooked yet. You're going to put it on the hook and pull back to where it snaps, and because it's got a little circle. If you have one of these, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But it'll have, ooh, dirt. Sorry, OCD issues. But it'll go into the little circle, and you'll feel it to where you can't pull back on the little loop that's attached to the bit. I'm a big fat liar. So you're going to want to take it, and before you put it on the hook, you're going to want to feed it through the second keeper to where it looks like that. Because if you put it through the, if you put the hook through first, you won't be able to get it through the second keeper. But you're going to want to make it to where it looks like this, and then you're just going to pull on the little tail out of the second keeper until the hook snaps in place, and then you're going to pull back on this little loop. So now what you're going to do is you're going to attach the other side, and it attaches the same way. So you're going to thread it through to where the hook is on the inside, and then you're going to want to thread it through the first keeper, thread it through the second keeper before you put the hook on. And then you're going to pull it through to where the hook is in place, and then pull back to where it snaps in place. And now you have everything attached onto your bridle except for your reins. So the reins touch on the exact same way that we put our bit on. You just want to make sure that they are all aligned. And most reins come with the hook, or not a hook, but a buckle on the end. So if your reins get twisted while you're putting them back on, they're really easy to untwist. But again, you're just going to, you want to make sure, this is kind of important. Okay, so when your bit is hanging, here, I'll move up some of the other stuff so you can just see that. So when your bit is hanging, you have it like that. And you want to make sure that when you're the horse, the reins are on the back side of what attaches it to the rest of the bridle. So our reins are going to go right here, because this is the front. If my horse is facing in that direction, we're going to put the reins on this side. So you're going to just want to take your reins and attach them the exact same way, putting it through the first keeper, putting it through the second keeper, hooking it, and then pulling it in place. And you just want to do with all of these, with both sides of the reins. Okay, so once you have attached both sides of the rein, your bridle is fully put back together and ready to go on your horse. If you couldn't remember exactly which holes, you may want to get your trainer there to make sure that your bridle is readjusted for your horse, because again, it will make a huge difference on your ride, and if your bridle is not adjusted for that horse, then it could hurt the horse and just make them really upset. So make sure that it is fully adjusted to the horse you are riding before you actually start riding them. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful. You can put more requests in the comments below. I know I will be coming out with sort of getting ready for a show series, because there is tons to do, and I have cleaning a bridle for that, I think. So yeah, that's exciting. So I really hope you guys like this video, and thumbs up. Yeah, I hope it helped, and please subscribe to this channel, my other channel, which I will put in the description below. It's the collab channel that I'm on. Most of you guys know Equine HH. You should go subscribe to that channel too. Also, my trainer has a channel now, and she puts up a lot of raw videos, like no editing, of all the girls that I ride with. So you can see a bunch of girls, so you should go subscribe to that. I will put her channel in the description below. It is Miss Horsin' Around, which is like spelled MRSHORSEN, and then around AROUND. And it's just all one word. So you can go subscribe to her channel too to see, she puts out a lot of raw videos of me and my friends and us riding and doing crazy stuff. I know right now she has some videos up of us riding, jumping doubles bareback, and there's a few rounds where me and Kira do it with no hands too. So you can go check out that video on her channel, and you should subscribe to her channel too. So again, I hope you guys really like this video. I hope it's helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!